Good morning. Well, my little idea of bracing off the concrete didn't kind of work. So today I have this setup. There you can see this big one long tourniquet, but it's pulling that box tight to the corner of the concrete over there. And as you can see, the two boxes are not filled with concrete yet, but yesterday was too hot. So went shopping, went to Global, bought a kitchen sink, and went to a different builder's merchants because the concrete blocks there are so much stronger than the ones we get from our nearby building merchant. So tomorrow we have 2 cubic of stone, 2 cube of size cement, Kundang, which is the red one, which is the stronger. It's a bit of a not so easy one to mix up, but it is a stronger concrete and it's one I'm used to. So far I've been using this blue one, which our local guy has switched over to, but yeah, and it's quite easy to work with, but I'm not convinced, simply because he's actually making concrete blocks out of using that cement, and honestly the blocks are just crumbling. They're all damaged just getting them off the lorry. Lucky enough, I only ordered 100 at 6 baht each, so what's that, 18 quid, and I will find a use for them, but they are pretty crappy, to be honest. But anyway, one dilemma I have, which is this. Is it going to focus? I don't know. Anyway, that's the roof space into the little house, and that's going to get blanked off. Now before, that was venting, letting the hot air, all the hot air that builds up in that roof space, and it gets very hot. Well, that's going to get blocked off. So either I have to put some sort of insulation in that little area to stop the heat transfer into the wall that's going to go between those columns, or I think a way of trying to vent the air out, which is the only way I can think of, is a ridge vent. Now trying to find a ridge vent is going to be pretty tricky, so I think it's going to be a bit of insulation. If nothing else, it's going to be some of this tin foil that we have in the roof space, which I do have enough of, just to kind of close that end off before I put a bit of block work in. Anyway, yesterday, as I say, was extremely hot, sticky, and since the rain seems to have finished, we've now got a plague of flies or mosquitoes everywhere. But up here, no flies, no mosquitoes. But go downstairs and flies and mosquitoes everywhere. Anyway, let me zoom you back, sorry. Anyway, it's now early morning. As you can see, there's no direct sunlight with a little bit of cloud cover, so I'm going to quickly mix up a bucket and a half of concrete to fill that box and the little one And then that will mean these 6 columns in the middle are finished for the time being. So I still have a little column over there and a little one there. And then one of the next projects is to move that one. And that's got to be moved an inch. It's a case of taking off a couple of roof tiles on each course, which is a bugger because they're all screwed on. You can see in there. So getting those screws is going to be a bit of a pain, because all this overhanging roof has got to go, because this new roof is going to go about 3 foot higher than this one, which will give them more headroom in this area. As you can see, I've lost headroom over there, so we have at least 2 meters on that wall there, over that way. And it also means I can put a window in there so we can get cross ventilation. There's a lot of benefits of just raising the roof up 3 foot. Right, well, let's talk, and more doing is required, and I'll get back to you. Okay, cheers.